communities and in those schools where you've been, man, where you have put your time and energy into, and that God would raise up people. And that's why, that's why we have taken this time, is because we want to raise up an army of people to pray for young people, to engage in the mission. And so,
Can I give you an example of that, Dan?
yes,
Is that fine with you? There's an area of the state, we'll call it the bump. It's where the watershed is between the Minnesota River and the Red River. And that's an area that we hadn't had a lot of favor in, but it's a place that my Prayer Zone partners prayed for 12 years ago. Specifically, just went to that area and prayed for all those schools. With the last night of the Prayer Zone tour, there were only 3 of us left to pray for them. The rest had all gone home, and we went and prayed for those schools. And it wasn't even not even a month later, probably just a couple of weeks later after we prayed for that area, that I got a call from a businessman who says, we would love to do school outreaches, school assembly programs in our area. And that was one of the areas I've been praying for. There's got to be 10, 15 schools in that area that we had never been to.
wow.
And as a businessman, as a churchgoer, gathering other people who are business people or retired folks who were praying for schools, he brought me into a whole new community of people that really love kids and want to see something happen. But they weren't youth pastors. They weren't pastors. They were business people. They were grandmas. They were grandpas. They were moms. They were dads. And they said, we want to see something happen here. And they rallied around it with their finances. They rallied around it with their connections with schools. They rallied around it by getting other churches involved. They rallied around it by saying, hey, here's some students who will help us. They'll do the social media blitzes. They'll reach out to their friends. They're going to use this as a catalyst to share their faith. And out of that now, they actually have a youth group that's been going, I believe, 5 years now. That's a multi-denominational youth group because it's a smaller area with smaller communities and smaller churches that can't afford to have youth pastors, but they put together one. And I'm saying, we keep going back there again and again